Hello, everyone. Welcome. So, Friday, 20th of February. So, basically, uh, 1 week remains until the end of the month, and we have a quite a busy calendar. Okay, it's not with really crucial data, but still, I mean, it's a quite a busy day. Most precisely, we have PCE number coming out of US, and right now, basically everything that we can take from the US economic data is really key. It's really important. We have the PCE, we have the GDP, the gross domestic product, which basically is an indicator that shows whether the economy is growing or not, or is getting into recession. And we have later on PMIs as well. Okay, we have like an hour, nearly 2 hours until the PMI. So I'm going to focus today on the PCE and gross domestic product and GDP. But as usual, we're going to go through the empty form, our platform. Basically, we're gonna see some important assets. Feel free to tell me which asset you want me to analyze, which time frame as well, and I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take your responses with a priority level. I mean, from the earliest comments to the from the oldest comment to the earliest comment. So feel free to tell me which asset you want me to analyze, because obviously I'm going to cover euro dollar, gold, but oil, obviously oil, especially with what is going on right now and with the Iran and US deal. But feel free to tell me if you need anything else and which time frame. Okay, different different time frame indicates different setup. It basically it might need a different strategy. It might indicate a different momentum, so different direction, and so on and so forth. So, guys, yeah, I'm live. I think so. Yeah, 120 people here, so I guess I'm live. Okay, guys, it's Andrea. For anyone that it's new, is his first time in our live streamings. Okay, so, and obviously I'm gonna start from gold, but before I analyze gold, then I can see the very first comment is saying gold, then euro dollar. Let me save your comments just to make sure that I don't leave anyone behind. Euro dollar, cable, gold in a 15 minutes chart. Okay, I'm gonna gold in a 5 minutes chart. Okay. I'm gonna cover as much as I can for gold, all the time frames that you have just commented. Okay, I'm starting. From top to the bottom, and this is always my style. At least I prefer to really briefly show you the overall trend, even though it's an old story for gold. Anyone is aware that gold is on the upside for ages now, So, and it still is holding this overall bullish bias. So that's why I will move quickly to the 4-hour chart. I'm going to rearrange these lines that I had like from our latest live streaming. And the reason is because I can see a really nice, strong resistance level. I know, guys, for anyone that is trading a 5-minute chart and 15-minute chart, this doesn't matter. I know that, but it's good to have a node or something, a trend line or a node, something regarding the 50, 97, 5100s level as a node, okay? Because it's a very strong resistance level. Look at that. Failed here, here it used to be resistance and broken, and again it failed here. So it's our next resistance and a really strong one, which could indicate the reversal. But if it managed to break it could bring the gold back to the previous record highs. So have it as a line. I know that we're trading a 5-minute chart, it's fine. Just put a note down. It's very, very important, and I think you will understand it. So, okay, a nice ascending triangle. This is what I can see from the 4 hour chart. Okay, a nice ascending triangle. This is with a flat, flat top line. Let's say, okay. It's just these are will help you finding immediate support and resistance levels. It has been on the sideways. Gold has been on the sideways for the whole February, pretty much. Okay, consolidation, but it's hitting upwards for the past 2 3 days in a row. No, actually it's more. Sorry, what am I saying? 4 days in a row. Yeah, it has been the upside for the last 4 days in a row. So that's why this support, this resistance over here is very, very important for you to have a note. Okay, overall, on the upside, consolidation in February in general, in an ascending triangle. Let's wait and see. Let's move further lower to the 1 hour chart. Okay, I'm going to zoom in a bit. Actually, before I zoom in, you can see that it has retested the last week's swing high over here. That was Friday's, wasn't it? Yeah, Friday's swing high. Okay, is an area that was retested earlier today. I'm gonna get rid of this line though. I can see it, I know it. I don't need this line on. I prefer to have the 5097, 150, 100. You can round it up, by the way, to 51. Yeah, but what I am trying to see right now, okay, it looks like a channel, an upwards channel. Let's see. Can you see my lines? Yes, you can. It's not the perfect one, but no, it's decent. I believe it's decent, isn't it? So the slope is a bit, when I say the slope, I mean the angle is not so aggressive on the upside, it's not so sharp. So that raised some question marks for me at least. But nonetheless, RSI holds above 50, but you see, it's consolidating slightly above 50. So it's like there is some bullish bias, but limited one. So food for thought. It is on the upside. I'm gonna put a line on RSI as well, because I would like later on to keep an eye on it. And as soon as I see RSI also breaking its ceiling, that would be basically confirmation that there is further on the upside, and we can potentially participate in the market. Okay, so far so good. Let's move on. Okay, I'm gonna share the comment from Virtual B. So gold will not make another record high again before half of the year. You might be right, to be honest, considering the politics, the data, basically considering the data. I understand your side, and I partially agree with it. But what bothers me, my dear Virtual B, is the situation in Iran. And because obviously gold is a risk, it's a safe haven, right? This is why I'm not sure. I understand your perspective, and you are right if we consider the economic data, the US inflation, in general, the global economy. I totally understand it. And you're right based on the fundamentals, but a key obstacle, let's say obstacle, not actually, a key uncertainty, okay, remains the situation in Iran. That it could it keeps the market in a risk appetite. So it could it depends. Okay, it depends how the situation escalates. So right now, US has gave 10 to 15 days to run in order to reach a deal. But what happens if they don't reach a deal? That literally means war. And this is a safe haven, right? So all this uncertainty coming from the geopolitical side, from Middle East, is key. Share your thoughts. Share your thoughts, virtual B, and everyone here, guys. What do you think about gold, and considering the situation in Iran as well? Could it keeps gold on the upside? You don't think so? You don't believe in another in that it will reach again the all times high? What do you think? I would really like your feedback. Hello from Uganda, but I need your help with my account. Okay, I don't think I don't think this is the time for your account, but have you tried our live chat in the website? There is a live chat, and our officers, our support officers, will be able to help you. Okay, please let me know if you tried the live chat, and let me know. Okay, guys, let me continue. For gold. Uh, gold. So I'm gonna put I'm gonna put a caption as well. So because I can see that people are still joining, so I would like you, every one of you, to be aware of what we are covering. This is gold. Okay. So let's move on. Uh, nice, nice, nice. If Trump announces back 6017, if Trump announces war, it might return to. Yes, this is, I mean, the situation, guys, right now is very. How can I? It's quite. I mean, it worries me, stresses me out, especially because I am in Cyprus, so we are literally nearby. Okay, that stresses me out a lot, and it shows that neither Iran, neither Trump are backing back, as I was to say, are stepping back. So yeah, that's why I said Virtual B is absolutely right about the fundamentals. But yeah, geopolitics remain a key uncertainty that could support further any risk sensitive asset, any safe haven. So US and Iran tension. They will and they have so far continue to help with buying appetite. That's why we have this rally, this up channel, I'm gonna say, not a rally, an up channel for the past 2 days in a row. Okay, so keeps buying appetite on the upside. So, and not for only for gold, for silver as well. Has any one of you trading silver? Actually, silver, I mean, it's a hot topic of the year. Um, Obviously, it moves along with gold, but it's way cheaper. It has done a remarkably a bigger move than gold. I mean, it's yeah, it is what it is. So yeah, yeah. So let's continue for the gold. Sorry, my bad. Yeah, let's continue because I need to cover the 15 minutes and the 5 minutes as well. Okay, so I put the channel on because any break on the upside, this is the 1 hour chart, any break above our channel could indicate obviously a retest of 5100s. But either way, a pullback at this point also could help some of you. I mean, anyone that is a scalper or short-term trader, um, uh, trade potentially a reversal down to the mid level of the channel or the lower level of the channel. So be cautious, keep an eye on the channel. That channel helps you identify any breakout or any reversal. Okay, don't ignore because of the fact that it's in an hour chart. No, it doesn't matter. I mean, that will give you the 1 hour, give you the indication, gives you the support, the resistance, but 30 minutes and 15 minutes will help you to find the most appropriate entry, to enter on time and not delay, right? So here it is. You see, nice rebound away from the mid level of the channel. Nice, strong bullish candle. This is a 30 minutes chart, right? This is a bit dodgy, but guys, let me change. I want to do some amendments. Okay, I want to fix a bit my moving averages because I'm in a really tight time frame right now, and I need my short term moving averages. Okay, so we have a bullish crossover here, but it's not confirmed. I would like to see my fast moving average, the 5 and 9 exponential moving average. Sorry, this is actually, I want it to be a 9, not a 8. Whoop. Sorry for that. That's what I usually use. Yeah. I want to see that indeed they have bullishly crossed. Okay. Right now they are clashing. They're touching each other, so I cannot be sure. But there is bullish bias. I mean, it is over there. This candle is huge, rebounded. So yeah, it seems that the next immediate ceiling is 50.41. Let me also go further down. That's the 15 minutes chart, my dear friend. Who asked about 15 minutes, 15 minutes. Raja fan page. So Raja, here it is, 15 minutes chart. Nice, decisive, bullish candle, right? Doji. But you see, the moving average are keep pointing further on the upside. So they don't, it doesn't give the indication or the signal that it's about to revert. Nonetheless, it shows that there are bulls pushing the price to go further on the upside. And you know what? I'm gonna do an attempt to actually I want to save this template. I don't want to lose my setup, so I'm gonna save it. Okay, hopefully it was saved. And I'm gonna jump to the Heiken Ashi 15 minutes again. Okay, Rajab, 15 minutes again. But over here, I'm using Heiken Ashis because I want to see whether indeed it's pointing on the upside, and it does. 1, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3 consecutive bullish candles without any tail at the bottom. Parabolic SAR turn below the price, indicating that the momentum has changed into bullish. Stochastic keeps pointing on the upside, even though it looks a bit overbought, but it keeps pointing on the upside. So these three candles, Heiken Ashi candles, imply that there is further move on the upside with immediate resistance over here. 50.39 and 50.41, which is the channel that we had in the other setup over here. This is the one setup, and this is the other setup. This is with Japanese candlesticks, and this is with Heiken Ashi. I just shifted to Heiken Ashi just to see whether they give me the same signals, because in order to see whether to get more confirmation, let's say. Okay, and now 5 minutes chart. Okay, that was for Eric Brilliant and Love Cream Coffee. Guys, you are using such a hilarious nicknames. So, okay, 5 minutes chart. Again, I'm gonna keep my Heiken Ashi because this is what Heiken Ashi are for really, really tight time frame, such as 15, 30 minutes or even 5 minutes chart. So it's quite helpful. Bam, 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 doji, bam, 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 doji, but this one has a tail at the bottom. I don't need parabolic SAR. Sorry, MACD, sorry, for 5 minutes. No, I don't. Okay. Parabolic SAR remains below. Okay, there is, okay, still, oh, sorry, what's that? Oh, whoa. I don't know what's that. I'm sorry for this. So, oh, yeah, perfect. It's ready to break our latest swing high. So a break above it, even if it doesn't close above it, that will be a confirmation that, and it's done. No tail at the bottom. Have you seen? No tail at the bottom and already broken the previous 5 minutes candle. So even in a 5 minutes candle week, in a 5 minutes time frame, sorry, we are seeing that there is further bullish bias. Okay, for our 5 minutes traders, the latest swing high 50.33 is the next resistance, and the very next one is over here 50.37, and goes on and goes forth. Let me see something. I'm gonna check something. Ooh, nice. Boom. Oh, look at that. Look at that. So, first clue, no tail at the bottom. Second clue, broken the previous session's high. Third clue, parabolics are below the price, right? Fourth, the basically, okay, these are the signals, let's say, but by using Fibonacci level, I can see that there is a confluence. Okay, yeah, a confluence, yeah, between the latest swing high and the 261 Fibonacci level. So that means that this resistance is important and it could be quite strong. Okay, but there is further bias. You can see it from this latest candle. Now, hopefully I replied to your hopefully you're okay with a nice list of gold, guys. Let me know if not. Yeah, I'm doing I have done basically gold. I was ready to move to the next one. Okay, so rate Morales, don't worry about it, because anyway the live will stay on the YouTube channel so you can see our analysis. Okay, now second question, it was for, wait, I think it was euro dollar, wasn't it? We had, by the way, we are 8 minutes away from the data. Okay. Okay. Before I analyze euro dollar, I need to brief you up a bit about the data. So basically, sorry for that. So regarding the data, as I said, we are waiting for the PCE, which is the Fed's favorite economic release. Okay, and we have the GDP as well. This is what is expected in 8 minutes from now, and the expectations is that, where is it? Let me find my calendar. Where is my calendar? My calendar. I'm referring to the economic calendar that we have in our website. Obviously, feel free to check it out. So yeah, what is expected today is that we're gonna see the CP, the personal consumption expenditure. So basically, how much money the U.S. citizens spend. Okay, why this is important? Because this basically shows whether they can afford spending or not. Okay. So what is expected is this month to the personal consumption to grow a bit. The headline remains the same. The core consumption, basically, which presents the consumption for goods and services, excluding though the energy, oil, etc., petrol and food. So this is slightly higher as well, but headlines remain unchanged, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, except from the core that is slightly higher because the energies and goods are excluded. So all that's supposed to mean, and why it's important. Libo. So basically, I don't know how many of you have seen the data last week. right? Not last week, actually, the latest. Yeah, sorry, last Friday, wasn't it? We had the U.S. Consumer price. So um, the U.S. consumer price basically showed inflation, showed that inflation rose a bit. Okay, rose a bit in January, so really, really close to the Fed target at 2.5%. So that increased the odds and the bets that we're gonna have two Fed rate cuts this year. Okay, so understand, indication for the Fed's next steps affects the dollar. And that's why it affects euro dollar as well, pound dollar as well, gold, and so on and so forth. So today's readings are quite important in order to understand and to confirm whether indeed inflation has reached the target, the Fed's target or not, or whether it was once off or something. To confirm basically that indeed we need more rate cuts. That's why it's important. And Fed tends to ignore slightly inflation and rely more on the PCE rather than the inflation reading. Okay, so uh, so today's data are really, really important. A GDP as well, but the attention, if you ask me, it will be mainly on the PCE number. Um, yeah. So, what else? So let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. Nonetheless, okay, euro dollar. Let me see your questions. Oof, oof, oof. Where's your questions? Okay. Questions. We said first come, first served. So it's Adele. You didn't mention in time frame, but that's fine. Everest as well about euro dollar. Everest, yes, I saw your comment right now. Sorry. Hello from Uganda. Hello. Screen still green about trading. Don't know how I will be helped. You need to read a lot to open a demo account. Try to read as much as you can, watch videos, visit our webinars. We have also instructors, colleagues of mine, that they are presenting workshops in Uganda, seminars, and they can help you. They have a face-to-face workshops as well. To be honest, what are your thoughts on gold price movement when PC is released? I don't believe that it will have a significant impact unless if we have like if we s- it was it's a big surprise. But gold right now it looks that it's been completely dominated by geopolitics. So unless if we see a really, really huge surprise today from PC, but it's unlikely to be honest. Let's wait and see. If it, if for example, PCE and GDP grow significantly, so beat expectations, that could have a bearish impact on gold, okay, to stronger dollar, so bearish on gold. But we need to see a big bit. If we see vice versa, so a big missed, this could push gold further on the upside. But it's more likely that we're going to see flat in line with expectation, and that's not expected to pop up the data out. This is euro dollar. Sorry. I was bumping and I lost the data. Sorry for that. Let's have the data on the one side. Okay, big push on euro dollar on the upside. That means that initially we're getting a kind of sorry, a weak dollar. And so what is it? Let me see. So what we're getting, higher PCE. Yeah, it doesn't make sense though. Higher, in line, higher, in line, higher. Is this just the first reaction? Is it just the market noise? Because a grow should have a negative, should have a bullish impact on dollar and not a bearish one. Let me see also. So this is dollar index. Yeah. Okay, so what is this for then? 15 minutes chart. This is it. It just opened. So indeed, dollar is moving on the upside due to the grow. But I'm wondering why I see euro dollar growing as well. Let me see gold as well. Gold is undecisive. Okay, that's more. I mean, that is quite reasonable in contrast with what I'm seeing in euro dollar. I don't get this reaction, to be honest, but it might be due to a really weak euro rather than a strong dollar, because the data suggests a strong dollar. Why? Is what I said just 2 minutes ago. Strong data, bit of the expectations, indicate wealthy economy, right? And basically that implies that, you know what, we might don't need the two rate cuts, and this postpones further the rate cuts. So yeah, the dollar reaction is in line with the data. Gold reaction is also in line with the data. Euro dollar reaction is not in line with the data, and that suggests that we might it might be due to the fact that we have a really weak euro run rather than a weak dollar. Okay. Now let me analyze euro dollar a bit more like in detail. So I don't know whether you have seen our analysis and our what happened this week with Miss Lagarde, but there were rumors that she will resign. Obviously, yesterday night, she actually um, stated that she will do her full term. Okay, he's not gonna renew her contract, but he's gonna stay until the very end. But these rumors and this report initially, and I'm gonna put the 1 hour chart because I want to show you. They initially push euro lower to 2 months low, isn't it? Let me see. Basically to the lowest level since end of January. Okay, and the reason was the rumors that she is about to resign. Yesterday night, she confirmed that she's not resigning, but she's gonna she's gonna complete her term as an ECB president. So she will not basically renew her contract. So that's why this push euro further on the downside. But it's not only that, right? So also I want you to have in mind. Oh, we have more questions coming. Sorry, guys. One. I'm gonna go over one by one to and reply to every single one of them. So, yeah, we have a pretty weak euro, and this is the 1 hour chart. You see, but that has been the case since Mm, since the beginning of February, it was down, 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 consolidated a bit at the around the 1800, 118 or 1750 territory, tried to recover some losses it didn't manage and extends a point on the downside again. So ignore this line here. Oops, what have I done? Sorry, I want to get rid of this old object. This channel, where is it? Channel, delete. This is the one. Yeah, perfect. So this is not like a random support line. The 117, the 118 territory in general, or let's be precise, 117, 1760. Okay, look at that. That a move, a confirmed closure tonight below that level, it will indicate a, a shift of the overall outlook of euro dollar officially into bearish one. Why? Because it used to be a key resistance in June, July, September, December, right? And it seems that this resistance now has turned into support, which if it breaks, it could open the door to 160 level, 116, sorry, 116. 116. Okay, I'm gonna go down to the 1 hour chart. This is a 1 hour chart. There is a lack of bullish bias. You see, it's struggling to extend on the upside. So that means, what does it mean? Do you know what it means? It literally means that there is no move on the upside. There is no enough steam, enough support to extend, to push euro dollar on the upside. So we might see a reversal soonish. Let me go to the 30 minutes chart. Bullish, 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 bullish. Now, undecisive. We have plenty of tails. Parabolic SAR remains below. But yeah, we need to keep an eye on it because we might see reversal soon. Okay, that was exactly before the data. So I don't know how reliable this candle is, but you need to wait for the next two candles, okay, in order to confirm whether indeed we have a reversal or not. Ooh, that's the 5 minutes chart. 5 minutes. This needs another 3 minutes to close. We can wait for this one to close basically in the next 3 minutes, because if it indeed close like bearish with no tail at the top and that huge body, it's clear that there is some selling pressure. So, and in general, I mean, has been really, euro dollar has been like in a tension this week, not only because of what is going on in the Middle East, but the rumors about Miss Lagarde. Nice, that was broken. So I want to see whether this 5 minute candle closes like that or not. That will clarify whether we are in a pullback in the very, very short time frame. And sorry, something that I forgot. It's not only Lagarde, it's not only a weak euro and a quite like decent, solid, and slightly stronger dollar, but it's also the data. I mean, the euro PMIs beat expectations, okay? But, and I mean, I don't know how many of you have seen the data. They beat expectations, but also more precisely, the German manufacturing data. It posted its first growth in 3 years' time, so that was quite important. It could and supported a bit euro, but it was like just in the short term. So it's not enough. It's not like still, I mean, it's still uh, it just shows some progress, but nothing other than that. 1 minute to go, and it's closed, guys. For 5 minutes trader, I think this is crystal clear. Ascending triangle. No, actually, it's not. No, it's not an ascending triangle. Called my bad. Okay, upwards trend line broken. The first full body, no tail at the top, high Kanashi candle. Moving average have bearishly crossed. You can see that pointing on the downside. What else can I say? I think it's crystal clear. What do you think? Okay, euro dollar 5 minutes chart on the downside, on a strong dollar, on a pretty weak pound. Sorry, pretty weak pretty in a pretty weak euro, and a quite strong dollar. Yeah. So yeah, it is what it is. Let me just jump to the dollar index, and it's here in line with the data. Strong data means strong dollar, right? Why it means strong dollar? Because the possibility of the probabilities of two more rate cuts this year are slowly fading. Okay, so strong dollar, and I guess we have a nice reversal in gold, don't we? Not significant, no, an impact. So. And the reason is the geopolitics. So even though the gold tried to go lower due to a strong dollar, sorry. However, still the geopolitics are the main driver for gold, and it remains to be um, uh, uh, the main, how can I say it, source of risk, this potential conflict, especially ahead of the weekend, is what is keeping gold steady above 50 hundreds territory. The same stands for Bitcoin. The same stands for dollar yen as well, another safe haven. So I'm gonna move to the next. So will dollar be stronger or weak? The data and its reaction, the dollar reaction, the data indicated a strong dollar. And indeed, this is what we are seeing based on the data. But as I highlighted again, gold, it will not be, and it has not been significantly impacted by the data. It's mostly driven by the geopolitics. So because it's ahead of the weekend, we have the uncertainty, we have to see whether Iran and US will reach to a deal. That's why gold is expected to remain on the upside. Now, for dollar is getting stronger based on the data, because the data detected further the chances of Fed cutting 2 more times this year. So this scenario is fading a bit. So that's why the dollar gets stronger. Remember, a rate cut has a negative impact on a currency. And no rate cut has a positive impact. And this is what happens. Okay? Markets always speculate, always trade ahead of the of Fed's action, let's say. Now, next question was about dollar yen. Dollar yen is remarkable, absolutely. Everything is nice lately, and it's been like interesting. So dollar yen. Sorry, let me change the caption as well. Dollar yen. Here you go. Nice intervention. This is a daily chart, a nice intervention. Found that a floor at 152, tried to recover. It didn't manage to extend above 157. and it pulled back down again, failed, and now it's moving further on the upside. Um, okay, so in the medium term, the dollar yen remains positive. You can see RSI rising, so posting higher lows. Okay, that's the daily. Ceiling is still at 157 level. Let me go to the 4-hour chart that Elo Goshap asked. So, my dear friend, indeed, this week we've seen a rally on dollar yen, and okay, today, to be honest, today this is a 4-hour chart. Today the momentum is not as really weak, so it's steady, it's sideways. So basically, um, it's moving on the upside because of the geopolitics again, because of US and Iranian tension, which basically supports the dollar against the yen and supports in general safe havens. Dollar yen is a safe haven. Um, so, but at least for today, it doesn't seem that there is any further room on the upside, neither on the downside. It's very dodgy, very sideways. There is a lack of momentum. Um, I'm wondering. So we have a strong data from US, so that should help temporarily help temporarily dollar. So that's why we might see, this is the 1-hour chart, my dear friend, we might 60 level because of the strong dollar due to the data. So we might see, yeah, this boost, this strong, the data giving a boost to the dollar against yen. But I want you to be very, very careful. On the yen side, you know that the government, Takaichi, they will not allow the yen to come back to all record highs again. Okay, so there will be intervention. Obviously, yes, indeed, the technicals right now show, here's the technicals, show a reversal, a rebound away from 152. And yes, immediate ceiling lies on 155.63 and 157 and 156 level. Yes, indeed. But overall, we, how can I say that? We expect for the year a solid, strong dollar. So that means that the overall outlook for dollar yen is on the downside. Okay, so this move, this rebound is limited, okay. So yeah, immediate ceiling at 155.63 for anyone that is an intraday trader. If more like safe haven news, news that support the safe haven, we have more risk appetite, it could move as high as 157, but it looks a bit unlikely. You know what? You can connect your highs in order to keep a track. So the next ceiling 156.58, not even 157. This is a nice resistance level. If and only if uncertainty continues, risk appetite continues, and manage to support dollar yen, because from fundamental perspective and from yen side, the yen overall this year is expected to get stronger. So that means dollar yen on the downside. Remember, we have Hakkaichi victory. We have an easing in the Japanese inflation. We have intervention from the government. All this suggests um, um, to a stronger yen. So this rebound, it will be limited. So for the 4-hour chart that you asked me, my dear friend, it's just sideways. Only a break of 155.64 could indicate the retest of 156.50 level. But if I zoom down to the 30 minutes chart, yeah, I'm not really convinced. The body of this candle are so small that, yeah. You know what? So zoom out a bit. I'm gonna fix a bit my lines. I want to get rid of the pivot point because it confused me. So what we have over here, we have, this used to be a resistance, now is one of our supports in a case of a pullback. We have another support over here, that's nice. We have put the trend line, right? So here another resistance, which will indicate a reversal if it reached that level, obviously. Yeah, okay. Nice. Okay, let's move on. We have done an excellent, my colleague Adi has done an excellent analysis on dollar yen. It's in our website, so feel free to have a look. Cable. Oops, what happened? Cable. Where's my cable? Pound, dollar. Where's pound, dollar? Oh, sorry. It was in front of me. In general, it was a busy agenda this week for UK, for Japan, for Europe, for US as well. So just a reminder at this point that now that we're going to cover cable, pound, dollar, I would like to remind you that for Bank of England, right now, we have 80% probability of a rate cut, the next meeting. The next meeting is, let me find when the next meeting is. Is it next week? Don't remember. Let me see. BOE next meeting. When is BOE next meeting? 19th of March. Actually, no, sorry, my bad. So it's in a month nearly. That's not a month because February is short. So yeah, the odds are basically what the market is expecting is that they're gonna proceed with a one rate cut in the upcoming meeting. And that's why we have seen the market pricing in already this rate cut and leading pound dollar on the downside. Okay, so yeah, so dollar cable has been on the downside the whole February so far, rejecting immediate support levels. Let's see. Okay, let me just zoom out a bit. So the next real support, to be honest, is down here, 133.70. Not only because it's the third support based on our pivot point analysis, but it used to be a swing low back in January. It used to be back in August, repeated again in September, and in general, it's an area that has provided a nice support over that's in the second half of the year. I mean, of 2025 up to now. Okay, so overall is bearish. You see, rejected this swing low, continued downwards, steady a bit today because it's Friday as well. There is some repositioning. So yeah, a bit unchanged today, but overall is in a bearish outlook. Okay, so um, there is the fundamental support, further decline for cable, not only for because of the potential rate cut, but also from the weak data. Basically, we had a pretty weak UK labor data. Uh, we had, sorry, um, sorry, I got a bit tired. So in general, um, cable is under pressure. The data, the expectations for a rate cut, everything is adding to a further dip, further move on the downside for cable. We had the PMIs, if I'm not mistaken, today as well. So yeah, we had the PMIs from UK, but it was just like slightly higher, not something like significant. And retail sales as well yesterday, which we've seen an impressive jump in the retail sales. Like it was a significant increase. We've saw a significant increase in the retail sales, indeed, but that was not really helpful for pound. Okay, impressive report indeed, but cable remains on the downside due to the rate cut, and in general, the overall economic data do not really convince, and they are not enough to suggest that UK economy has stabilized and is growing. No, that's not the case. That's why we might see further move on the downside. Keep an eye on the latest low over here. If beginning next week we see a decline, or tonight we see further decline, that could open the door to 133 level. Okay, currently that's the 30 minutes chart. There was some spike, didn't last it though. Yeah. Yeah, you see stochastic also started like giving some signs of divergence, so that rally might run out of steam already. That's a 30 minutes chart, okay? Don't get confused. Let me see the questions again. Back 40 minutes ago, Beck said about 50.33. I didn't saw this comment for gold. Sorry, my bad. Yeah, boom, broke it. Break it, break it. Nice, nice, nice. Nice. Really nice. Where was my analysis? It was not saved? Oh no. Okay, it wasn't saved. But nonetheless, 50.37 was broken, 50.33 broken as well. So where is my lines? I thought I saved everything. No, seems that I haven't. Unless if I was using a different. Weird. Okay. Yeah, all our resistance levels have been broken. Okay, so obviously the 5100 still stands. I don't know why it did this, why it wasn't saved. Never mind. Okay, it is what it is. For anyone that joined from the very beginning, you are very well aware of the analysis that we did, and anyway, it's in the recording as well. Let's see other questions. Zibusiso with Ripple Bitcoin as usual. Uh, so that's the 15-minute. Oh, sorry, my bad. That's. Sorry, excuse my demo account. You got that's Bitcoin. Okay. In general, it wasn't a. It's not in general. In general, Bitcoin and in general crypto markets, cryptocurrencies, are in a decline, right? Back to 68,000 territory in a bearish outlook for the year ahead. Already 5 months in a row on the downside. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. It's crystal clear, to be honest. There is a very nice, there is a very clear trend and outlook. It's a very clear downtrend. But I guess the position is not interested on overall outlook, but more of a less into the intraday one. So what I can tell you, my dear friend, this is the 1 hour chart. Actually, I want, okay, I'm gonna start from the 4 hour because we have some very interesting support and resistance levels over here. Or at least that's not good. I'm gonna use this one instead. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna go down to the 1 hour. This is the 1 hour down, bearish cross of my fast moving average, suggesting further move on the downside. Big body of a big candle as well. So sellers are in control there. Sellers are in control. It's quite like it's crystal clear. Look at that. People moving average keep pointing further on downside. Big bearish candles. So any consolidation or any attempt to recover, it looks temporary. It looks a correction like this one. So that sellers are in control. So pivot point is the number one immediate resistance levels for short-term traders. And the next one is down to 65,845 level. Guys, I think I covered everything, haven't I? Has option where you can analysis market instead trading view. Sorry, I didn't get the question. I don't know where you can analysis market instead trading view. You mean to use trading view instead of our platform? I'm not quite sure, but we're gonna have soonish. Silver driving with the same way as gold. But as I said, it was really, really interesting because it had an impressive rally last year and this year as well. Okay, obviously we are in a bit of a correction. This is a daily chart. Okay, I'm gonna zoom in further. Okay, you see that it's trying to recover some of the losses. Still, though, really, really close to the 70 territory, $70. Okay, so, and this is our 75 is the next resistance. Intraday though, what I can see is a block. This is 30 minutes chart. So it's moving sideways, right? It's a block, it's sideways. So keep an eye on this one, 30 minutes chart, okay? Leslie, 30 minutes chart. It's a block. After a rally, block. So it's expected to move further on the upside. But in order to trade something like that, you need to see a breaking outside, breaking above this block. Okay, this is a block. RSI points further on the upside, doing some higher lows. Moving average points further on the upside. It's been on the upside the whole week. So yeah, a move above 80, above this block, I mean, above 80, 90, will just confirm another swing high with the next resistance at, you know what, I'm gonna use where's my I'm gonna use fractals along with my Fibonacci extension. So we go no no, let me try something else. Not ideal. So that was it. There we go. Bam, bam, bam. Consolidation. And let's see. So apparently, according to Fibonacci, the next ceiling, if the asset breaks and moves outside of this block, then the next resistance is at $84. Okay. While a failure to extend higher and a return below $80, so to move below and close below $80, could find support at 77 and 79. So two support levels. Can you analysis on the HFM broker? I am in HFM broker. This is a platform, HFM platform. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Do you see war? Yeah, things are getting tricky. And it seems that it might be avoidable. I want to believe that it won't happen, but it's quite likely. Everything will be, I mean, everything will be the next 10 days and over the weekend. The situation is like is in focus, but no one is stepping down. And being here in Cyprus, we are literally have seen ships from US closer to the Mediterranean Sea, closer to Israel, because is the how can I explain it? Is the way, I mean, to get closer to Iran. So I don't know. I really don't know. Just keep an eye on the news. Be very careful. Set pending orders. Be prepared. Do your homework. Always have a pending order with predetermine your target, predetermine your entry, predetermine your stop loss. But in general, okay, be up to date with the news. A potential failure of a deal, other than a war, could be inevitable. It also indicates an even more expensive oil. So oil, that's why oil had a nice rally the last few days. So yeah, from the data, it's getting stronger, and this could last the whole day. It won't be though for the long term. I mean, a strong dollar might not be the case for the next week, but currently due to the data. Okay. Um, so, yes, in the short term, dollar yen it has a lot of like bullish bias in the short term, really short term. Remember, government is not willing to leave yen move to highs to the previous highs, so they will intervene. Okay, so in the short term, yes. In the medium term, no. I did gold. Don't worry, the live will stay. So you can drag and drop your cursor at the very beginning and see gold. So I'm gonna finish with pound Oz and repo. Okay. So pound Oz. Actually, let me do repo first, just to get to finish with cryptos. Repo. There you haven't specified time frame this time. So this is a 15 minutes chart for repo. And this is quite interesting because other than the fact that it has been on the downside for 2 hours no, more than 2 hours. Sorry, what am I saying? For 4 hours in a row, it's overbought. Sorry, it's oversold. So we have over here a bit of a correction, but limited. So this is just a correction before another attempt on the upside. So try to get back into the Bollingers because it's oversold, but momentum in this is decisively bearish. So this is just a rebound before another attempt on the upside. So it could be seen as a sell the peak, let's say, a situation. Yeah, that's just a correction. That's just a correction. I don't know which time frame you want me to analyze, but it is oversold. So this correction was necessary before any further decline. And this is for a 15 minutes chart. Pound, pound Oz, last but not least. Okay, I'm gonna drag and drop it. Show all. Pound Oz. Okay, perfect. Um, okay. As I said, overall, pound remains overall in a bearish outlook. Um, but um, yeah, I was thinking about RBA. I don't remember the expectations, whether they gonna keep keep rates unchanged or not. I don't remember what will happen with RBA, but as I said, overall, pound is weak. So let's see. And Oz was under pressure yesterday and so far today. Nonetheless, so ignore me. So this is pound Oz in a daily chart. I think the overall trend is crystal clear. Very sharp selling has been seen the whole year so far. It seems that it hasn't reached to an end yet. You can see momentum further on the downside. You can see trend really sharp. So overall, pound Oz continues in a downtrend. Okay, now, so the end. Let's find together, at least since we're starting from the daily chart. Let's find the next support. The medium term support, okay, is down. I mean, there is further sell off. I mean, that's the one of the weakest assets this year. And the next support is down to 2 years bottom at 189 level. 189 level. Okay. Now let's go to the 1 hour chart. See over here. Perfect. Just a second. don't know what shall I do. I mean, it's quite crystal clear, guys. I don't know. I'm gonna do a 5 minutes analysis as well, but before I do that, I'm gonna put some. Ooh, not ideal. I would like to be a bit like squeezed a bit. Gonna change the actually. Mm, sorry for that. I want to put two. And the reason why I want to put two is because I want to change the standard deviation. Oh, where is it? Oh, here it is. No, that's way, way bigger. And standard deviation should be at 1. Okay. And let me just fix it a bit. Much better. Okay. Much better. Okay. Perfect. So that's in the 4-hour chart, just because I want to find immediate support and resistance levels. Okay. So what we have, okay, obviously it's in down channel, um, and I will place another. No, yeah, okay. So it's in the upper territory of the channel. Bullish cross pointing further on the upside. MACD indeed supports a short-term rally, but it has found the previous swing high and is struggling to extend above it. RSI at 57. Where's my stochastics? Yeah. Okay, guys. So this looks limited, but I'm not sure yet. This is a 1-hour chart, by the way. This rally looks like it's running out of steam already, but I'm not quite sure because I would like ideally to see a bearish cross in my stochastic and literally crossing below 80 in order to give me the confirmation that indeed we have a pullback. Right now it's trying to break it up, but it hasn't managed to do it yet. So yeah, we need to wait a bit. Okay, dear? So So, uh, overall bearish, and it's expected to continue on the downside. It's a clear downtrend, strong downtrend, fundamental support for the decline. Intraday, we had a bit of a correction. Right now, it's trying to extend above it and like kick a new higher low, but it looks unlikely, so it could quickly shift. But I want to see stochastic like crossing below 80 bearishly in order to suggest, yeah, yes, we have a pullback and it's gonna go down to 190.50 or touch the mid of the channel. And that was pretty much it from my side. I need to go. Thank you very much for attending. Any feedback is more than welcome. Okay, close attention to the geopolitics. Okay, keep yourself up to date. Thank you very much. Have a great day ahead. Take care and see you again next week. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. Bye bye.